Tuning in. I know you had to stay up late. My apologies to those that thought they could record the show and watch it later, because by the time you're seeing this, I'm sure the whole show is completely sold out. Yeah. Yes, that's true. We always have time killers standing by. If we sell out of everything in the hour, we have a time killer that we will show you. Okay. Well, we got to. Okay, that's fine, guys. Thank you. That'll do. See, the thing is, the control room is right on the other side of this wall here. I could hear you guys laughing through the wall, like you are right now. That's Bob. I know, I recognize that laugh. That'll do. Live TV. Okay. Live TV with nothing to do because we're running out of product. We're selling out of everything. Here's a rotary reversible. Hey, you know what? Now, I'm going to get serious here because I do want you to think about a couple things that are coming up. Graduation season, which is going to be here before you know it. In fact, in a lot of communities, graduation season is happening right now. Also, Father's Day is not that far off. If you want to get Dad a timepiece that he, and again, I speak from experience here, he can wear really dressed up or in his most of casual times, then this is the watch to get. Look, I am just as likely to have my rotary reversible. I have the same case, same two dials, same movements, two movements, everything. The difference is you guys are getting the upgraded alligator strap this time. So now you're going to have the ability to wear this in maybe even more situations. Maybe you're more comfortable with an alligator strap when you're in jeans and a t-shirt, when you're in shorts, whatever. So you can have it as more of a casual look. But, and I go back to the fact that I wear a lot of suits with French cuffs. Whenever you have a French cuff on, you don't have as much space between the sleeve and the wrist to put a watch on. Probably half my watch collection I can't, maybe more than that now that I think about it, I can't wear to work. There's not a lupa that I can wear with a suit and French cuffs. There's not a lot of the modern timepieces. Mine fits great. You saw it on my wrist a second ago. It fits perfectly because it's not so oversized of a watch case. So if Dad is wearing a suit every single day, if maybe Mom and Dad go to some formal events and he's in a tuxedo, he can wear his rotary watch. Who are you buying from? You know, I shouldn't assume everybody knows this company. I would hope by now you do, but if you're a new viewer to Shop NBC, Rotary is a company that is based out of Great Britain, out of England, and they are over there bigger in sales than Rolex. Now, I'm not saying this is comparable to that brand. I'm just establishing the fact that they're a huge name over there. Lior from Swiss Watch International is the authorized and authorized dealer in the U.S., and I think I would say Canada and Central America as well, I believe, but I'm not 100% positive for this particular brand. So he works directly with Rotary to make these deals possible. Here's what we're able to do because of the relationship we have with Lior and because of his relationship with Rotary. We can do things like the upgraded strap, and that was the big sticking point here. I wanted so badly last winter, I just assumed that I sent Lior an email saying I want to do a rotary watch for May host pick, make it happen. I just assumed it was fait accompli. I just assumed that he was going to be able to do it. And that's when I got the email back saying, Shawn, it's not going to happen anymore. Production costs have gone up. My cost from Rotary has gone up. I can't sell a Rotary reversible for $199. And in fact, I should add in one more thing. I made it in particularly known to him that I wanted it to be the blue dial, charcoal dial combination that I own. The ones we've been showing you most recently, and the ones I've sold by the thousands, have been the white and black dials. Think about it. It has not been the blue and charcoal. Do I see another update coming? Good job. We have sold out of a third of the show. If not, isn't it half? It's over half. We have about a third of the show left, actually, is I think how that's supposed to be phrased. About a third of the show left. So congratulations. You know, you're getting some great deals. But where was I? Talking about Rotary and the fact that we were able to do this one more time. We are working on some new Rotary pieces. Rotary as a company has some very exciting things in the works for us and in the works for you. But this has been a huge success story. We have sold thousands and thousands and thousands of the Rotary reversible dial watches since we first introduced this series. And it was just over a year ago. By the way, you will notice this beautiful gold necklace from time to time. We have that coming up in our second hour of Host Pick. So I don't want you to go anywhere. In fact, you can order that ahead of time. You might as well, you know, what do we got to lose? You want to get the necklace ahead of time, go ahead and pick that up. I don't have the item number in front of me, but we'll get that for you at some point here. You will also notice the earrings, I believe it is. Also, in fact, speaking of earrings, we have the Our Top Value earrings coming up in about a half-hour time. But by the way, did you notice how simple that was? Did you see I'm sorry, Casey, once more. J192159 if you want to get the necklace ahead of time. Do you see how easy it was to change the time or to change the dials that you have? You don't have to take the watch off at all. One hand, you pop the case up, you turn it around, you pop it back in place. Now, you can set those time zones separately if you would like. In fact, it doesn't even have to be to the exact minute. There are some time zones that are on a half-hour difference. There's one in Canada, I know, and in some other countries. You could set that to absolutely any time you wanted to on either one of those. There are two separate Swiss movements inside of this watch. There are two separate sapphire crystals protecting the watch dial. One dial in charcoal, that has the seconds hand. The other dial in blue, that has the date display. So when you're getting it on this watch tonight, you are picking up on one of the absolute biggest watch values that I can share with you from Rotary. Now, here's the kicker to this deal. In the Navy, which is the one I have, the hand-stitched Navy alligator strap, I have about 50 watches remaining. In the pewter that our model is wearing, there's about 100 of these remaining. Now, we can't do this in time for Mother's Day, I'm sorry to say, but we can do it in time for Father's Day. We can do it in time for those occasions that are coming up. We can do it in time for the birthdays that you might still be thinking about. You're going to get the alligator strap. What would you spend for just a 21 millimeter genuine alligator strap? What would you spend for a 21 millimeter genuine alligator strap in your hometown? Then, what would you spend to get a leather strap? Now, as you're adding all of this up in your head, or maybe you don't even need to, you just know it's a good deal, 2 Swiss movements, 2 sapphire crystals, and the 4 different ways that you'll be able to wear this watch. Not another update. Now we're over half sold out. We were a third sold out a moment ago. Now we're over half sold out of the show. The whole 25 minutes to go, too. This is going to be interesting here because get our time killer ready. They keep flashing my preview monitor here, the time killer that we have all set up in case we need to kill some time. You know what? Here's our Rotary, though. And again, I'm not making light of this situation because I do apologize to those of you that stayed up late hoping to catch a deal, and it hasn't happened for a lot of people. What we're doing tonight is we're moving through some remarkable opportunities for you to indulge your love of gold and watches. Here is the choice that I have. 2 separate straps. Now, each one, maybe you know for sure which one you're more likely to wear. If you're really a fan of the blue dial, then you might want to get the navy strap. The blue dial or the charcoal dial are each beautiful on the navy strap, but there's just something so pleasing and so maybe more casual about this combination. I will say this, however. If you want the unique one, I would go for the pewter strap because it is so rare for me to show you a pewter alligator strap. By the way, you notice on the watch they're Swiss made? And this is an argument that is going on many message boards around the world. Swiss made, Swiss movement, what's the difference? Swiss parts movement, what's that? The easiest thing to look for pure satisfaction and comfort are the words Swiss made. Because then you know you've got a Swiss movement. You know the assembly is taking place in Switzerland. The quality of the craftsmanship, a lot of people hold to a little higher regard when it says Swiss made. So you're getting a Swiss-made watch. And there are legalities involved, but it truly does have to be. The final inspection and everything has to take place in Switzerland. We have sold now, total, on the Rotaries here, combined navy and pewter, about half of the quantity. Half of the quantity ordered. If this sells out tonight, that is the end of the blue charcoal dial combination rotary reversible watches for the time being. And again, I'm just repeating what Leo has told me repeatedly. And he and I discussed this, like I said, several times many months ago. The fact that this was my first choice. When I was told, since I got time, let me tell you how Host Pick works. Here's how we do these things. We are assigned little blocks where we can choose. For instance, I was told for my first hour I could have 2 watches, that I could have a piece of gold, that I could have actually 2 pieces of gold, 2 watches. What else? See, what did I sell out of so fast that I'm forgetting? Oh, the ring, of course, the gemstone piece. And so I immediately knew that I wanted to do Gems on Vogue for the ring, which again, sold out immediately. I also knew that I wanted to do rotary reversible and something with Android. I didn't hesitate for a second. So, you know, those were just no-brainers. Easy, easy, easy decisions. Android, we worked together, worked hard, came up with all these ideas, and like I said, came out with that beautiful watch, which is now sold out. When I thought of rotary, I immediately said, it has to be that blue dial, charcoal dial combination that I fell in love with and that I purchased and Jim Skelton owns and Leor owns. And that's when Leor put the brakes on my excitement and my enthusiasm by saying, Shawn, we can't do it. We can't do it because I have to spend more to get the watches in. And you know what? Again, he's a businessman. I respect that. And if he has to spend more, then fine. He has to spend more. We can't do it for $199. It's not worth doing. Then, like I said, out of nowhere, it came. Yes, it's going to happen. Yes, we're going to do it. All the planets were aligned. I don't know how else to explain it because truly this blew me away. And I do know that everything he said is true. Costs have gone up and all of this. I know he had to take some supply from somewhere else in order to do this. And you know what? And folks, this is a testament to Leor. And I'm just going to say this because I've said it off air and I've said it on air a few times too. You want a guy that truly is looking out for you first and foremost. You want a guy that you can rely on to be a man of his word and a man of his honor. Here's that man. Because I know that he did. He had to take some supply from somewhere else or something. It was a strap issue too. And for him to put this deal together, for me, and more importantly for all of you, is nothing short of amazing. Which is why I do have such respect for the guy. And then tonight we have it available, $199.98. This for me is a dream come true. Host Pick is a one-day only event. We do it once every 3 months, and this is it for this watch. If it doesn't sell out tonight, and I got to believe it's going to now because, again, it's over half gone. And by the time those that have recorded the show and have watched it, they will sell this out for sure. That is it. That is the end of the line for this particular timepiece. And I would hate for you to miss this rotary reversible dial watch. It has a 360 surgical grade stainless steel. The case, you know what, I don't even know if I've really shown you the watch case that much. I should show you the back of this because the Revelation insignia is on the back. And I want to explain, too, what that is because we just call it the reversible. I don't know why we don't honor their name, but we just call it reversible, and it is a reversible dial watch. Revelation is the name Rotary puts to this particular series of watches. So if you go to Rotary's website and you want to learn more about the watches, you would go and look under Revelation. They have many other watches they produce, and we are working on some of them for future shows. So you will see some more of this series. It also says Sapphire. It says Swiss made. It is a Swiss made watch, 2 Swiss movements, 2 sapphire crystals for a price of $199.98. And this is the end of the line for this watch. Now the clock did disappear. I'm going to give you a quick look at the cufflinks because, again, I'm so thrilled to be able to show these to you. And then, and again, Casey, you and my director are talking at the same time tonight, and I can't hear both of you. So take turns in there. We have some things coming up next hour that we're going to be sharing with you, so I want you to stand by for that. And then we'll come back, we'll talk about the cufflinks, and if we have any time left, we'll revisit this for a little bit. But I got to, you know, it all sold out so fast. We're kind of all surprised here, and that's the way Host Pick Day does go sometimes. So when you see something you want, that is the time to get that order placed as early into the hour as you can. We'll give you a look at some of the items that we have coming up in our second hour together. We have 2 hours tonight, so we're going to have a good time. You're going to see this gold net. Now, this is selling ahead of time as well, so I don't know how well that bodes for our second hour, but we're going to take you through this beautiful gold necklace in our second hour, so please stand by. We will get to that at some point in the hour. And the beautiful matching earrings that go so well with that necklace, you'll be able to get that. Aren't they hot? Love those. So those will be coming up in our second hour for gold jewelry fans who want something different. And again, we didn't want to do the same thing we've done before. There you go. You saw how fast my gold bracelet sold out. Don't wait long on those. Now, also next hour, and I can't wait for this. It's a personal thrill for me to be able to share with you the four of many, but the 4 key products in my skincare regime. And Manuela has really put together an awesome price point on this special package, only available for Host Pick. I have said for years we need to make a bigger deal about the cleanser because all of the products, all the skincare items afterwards, all the serums and everything don't mean a thing if you haven't started with a good cleanser. So we've included the hottest of the cleansers, that daily cleanser. This is one with the tea tree extract. Then you're getting the Desert Youth. You're getting the Matrixel and the Wrinkle Viper. The Wrinkle Viper, the newest and hottest addition to the line. So all of that coming up in our next hour, and that kit is going to be well under $100. Something else I've been on this thing about recently around here. I've been going to all of our buyers, our gold buyers and our gem buyers, saying, where are the cufflinks? Where are the cufflinks? I get more emails and more questions on my wardrobe. In fact, on my website, ShawnWilsie.tv, I answer a lot of the wardrobe questions because my cufflinks are not for sale. My shirts and ties and suits and all that obviously aren't. People wonder where they're from, so that's all on my website. Well, finally now I can say the cufflinks that I have on tonight are available. And what a cufflink it is. We wanted to do something that would be professional, executive. I didn't want to do something that was going to be too casual or too silly. We had some ideas that were brought up that just, I don't know, just didn't seem appropriate. If you're going to be wearing a suit and you're going to be dressed up. And yet, even the ladies could consider this. I want you to pay attention to our 1986 American Eagle cufflinks. First year of issue. First year of issue for that gold coin. And tonight, for the under 2 dozen pair that are remaining, a special price for this show of only $499.95. That will cut the value pays to $99.99. First payment gets them home, and check out that gold eagle coin. For those that are wondering about the coin, it is 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold. This is an authentic U.S. minted gold collector's coin, gold investment coin. Really, a lot of people buy those for investment purposes. I'm saying you buy it because it's a great coin and it looks wonderful in a 14-karat gold cufflink. But the coin itself is 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold. Now remember, you're getting the pair. So you're getting 2 1/10 of an ounce gold eagle coins for $499.95. I almost started to wonder if people were realizing when they were pricing this, there's 2 coins involved here because you're getting both of the cufflinks. So you're getting 2 1/10 of an ounce gold eagle coins. The coins are 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold, but they're set into a bezel of 14-karat gold. I'm modeling with this, and let me take one of these off just so I can show you how this is designed because it's just beautifully done. The coin is not altered or damaged in any way when it's set into the gold. Again, it's gold touching gold, so there's certainly nothing wrong with that. Look at the luster coming off of the coin. Again, for a lot of you, this is a collectible. In fact, I was the first host of the coin shows on this network back almost 15 years ago, 14 plus years ago anyways now. And that was one of my first passions around here. And that's, well, in fact, I've been a coin collector prior to that. And so this is something I've known a little bit about over the years, are the gold coins. You will notice on this particular edition, where the date is usually done, which is right at about the 4 o'clock position. It looks like a very long series, a word or something. No, it's Roman numerals indicating the date. For only the first couple years that the coins were minted, they did the date in a Roman numeral fashion. Then they went back to the more traditional Arabic numeral style of indicating the date of issue. This is from 1986. 1986 is significant because that is the first year of issue for these coins. Now, I don't care if you collect coins or anything, you know firsts are important. Firsts, in fact, usually wind up being the most desirable because they're done once. You have the first once. Sometimes the last is actually never issued. But here's the first year of issue of these gold coins. 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold set into 14-karat gold. What an unbelievable opportunity we have going on right here to be able, look at the detail on this coin. Look at the unbelievable, the truly remarkable detail that you are getting out of this piece. The phenomenal price point, the great look and design and style of a cufflink that any guy could wear for that graduate, especially a college graduate going to be going out doing some job hunting. That appearance should be first and foremost in his mind when he goes to that job interview. Looking his most professional, you get one chance to make that first impression. And when you stick out your hand to shake the recruiter's hand or whomever it is, and he looks down and sees a gold eagle cufflink, that says professional. That says success. That says you've already achieved the finer things in life. Nobody need to know that you're starting out your career. Nobody needs to know that this is the first really piece of, maybe nice piece of fine jewelry that you've purchased. It's all here and it's all available tonight. With one payment of $99.99 due, you can get it home with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. I don't even have 2 dozen of these available tonight. Write this number down. See 49843 because truly, we don't have a lot in cufflinks available at Shop NBC. It's an expanding line, but it just seems to be expanding so slowly. You know, it's been difficult for me, and I think it's a frustration a lot of the guys have around here to convince, you know, a lot of the women within the company, you know what, guys wear cufflinks. Guys indeed wear French cuff shirts more often. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, they might not have. Now, it's very easy, guys, to find French cuff shirts. You find them just about any department store now. Stocks quite a supply of shirts with the French cuffs. Now, you ladies can wear these too. I'm not leaving you out of the equation. We know that there are many women out there who wear French cuff shirts in various styles, so you too could carry this one off. The coin is 22 karat. It is actually 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold. There's other filler in there, for lack of a better term, but the coin itself is 1/10 of an ounce of pure gold within it. It's set in 14 karat gold. I'll tell you right now, call in and order. We just have about a dozen of these left. We've got nothing remaining in this show. We have one watch, and then we have another hour of host pick coming up. So stand by for that. And again, we have isomers coming up. We have the hour top value just about 10 minutes away from now. By the way, watch fans, got to join Wendy tonight. Wendy is going to be here in about 2 hours, hour and a half or so, I guess, with another watch. She's got a Lucien Picard that she's going to share with you, so you'll want to check that timepiece out. Stay on the line. She has some jewelry, she has some purses also, I'm being told. So the variety you get on Host Pick is unlike anything else we do around here. The variety is key to these shows. Okay, if you would like a rotary reversible in the Navy, I have 3 dozen remaining. So again, it is imperative, if that is your choice, that you're getting that phone call in now, because we have 3 dozen remaining. Let me set the stage for those that joined us late. If you joined us late, I am sorry, I really am, because we have sold out of everything but 2 items. I have the cufflinks remaining, and those are on their way to being sold out, and the rotary reversible watch. Now, we brought in hundreds of these, and again, this is part of the reason why. You know what I want to do? I'm going to show you something. I do this when I have time to kill, and I have time to kill right now. So I want to show you something, because I talk about Lior, and I talk about his facility, and I talk about what a great guy he is. I actually, on one of my trips to Florida to visit my family's on the West Coast, he's on the East Coast. I took the boring 4-hour drive, across the state there, Alligator Alley, through the Everglades, and I went to go visit his facility. And I want you to kind of get a feel for when we talk about where they are. This is the Swiss part of the Swiss Watch International. This is their packing facility there. Don't goof on the legs. I want people to focus their attention on this whole area here, because, and by the way, these are all watches, all boxes of watches being ready to ship off. This was during the lunch hour, so they were all on their breaks there, but usually there's people on all of these packing stations here, and what they do is they give the watches the final inspection before they ship. Oh, I know the shots they want to take, and I appreciate the fact that they're not taking these shots. And so what these people are doing at all of these different stations here is that is where the watches are packed, and that is where the watches are inspected before they ship. And these people do how do you describe it? In Switzerland, in fact, they have 1 degree of inspections that they do for watches before they ship. At Swiss Watch, before your watches ship, they actually get a more thorough inspection than a lot of watches get by traditional Swiss standards. There's a way that they view the watch, and I think we've looked at this picture long enough now. There's a way that they view watches in Switzerland to do an inspection. And I wish Leor's better at explaining it than I am. And they actually give it a higher inspection grade before the watch is shipped. Now, and again, you know what, folks? Do problems happen? Yeah, of course. You know, nobody bats 1,000. But also, so you have that comfort factor. They have an on-site repair department there. I met the people. That was probably one of my favorite things to see, was watching these guys at their workstations working and repairing watches. What, man, the skill and just the ability they have to do that, you have to respect it. You're getting Lior and Swiss Watch International's 5-year warranty with your rotary watch. You are upgraded to a higher degree and a higher standard than those that buy the watches in England are upgraded and get with the rotary warranty. Because Lior, and he could just honor, he's a rotary distributor, he works directly with rotary, he could just say, well, here's the rotary warranty, you have a problem, deal with them. He doesn't do that. He is an authorized distributor of rotary watches. Now, he buys them from Rotary, and I'll tell you this, folks, this is the last chance we're going to have to show you the rotary reversibles at $199.98. As I said earlier, we cannot bring these back. We, Lior, Swiss Watch, have seen a rise in cost on these watches. Part of it, well, I'll tell you this, part of it is exchange rate driven. The U.S. dollar is nowhere near as strong as it used to be. Nowhere near. And so that affects everybody's ability. People sometimes ask, how come I don't see all the big designer, high-end watch names I used to? You're starting to see more. You know, Jim had some Baume & Merciers. Part of it is exchange rate driven because the value isn't there like it used to be. So we've had that impact. And the fact is, look, we've sold thousands of these watches at $199. What if I then next week I go out here and say, hey, here's a rotary Revelation, and it's priced at $349, which it could be, and still be well below the retail. You're going to sit at home and you're going to say, forget that. You know, I just bought mine at $199. Why am I going to spend all this additional money? Well, and that's where we lie right now, and that's the problem we're in. So if you want to get dad a rotary reversible, if you want to get that son or daughter graduating high school or college a rotary reversible watch, one they can wear 2 ways, shipped on the upgraded alligator strap. Now, you will still get the genuine leather strap. That's how Rotary sells the watches in England and around the world. Lior is giving you the upgraded alligator strap, but yet he's still including the leather strap. 2 Swiss movements, 2 sapphire crystals, 1 360 surgical grade stainless steel case, I believe, you know, I keep saying that, I'm almost positive that is. Yours is all, you know, it has all the indications, the model number and everything on the back there. It says sapphire, it says Swiss made, the beautiful cradle into which the watch snaps in place. Here's a first. Here's an original. Rotary pioneered this idea. It's a patented design. Rotary made this look in this style famous. Rotary does a lot of other great watches, and we are slowly going to start to see some of the other pieces that they bring us. But the fact is, over the years, we have sold thousands of these watches, thousands and thousands of them, to the point where at $199.98, first payment $66.66, we are getting down to the end, the absolute end, final opportunity that you're going to have on the Rotary Revelation series. It can't happen again. We've brought it out. We've had a great run with them. I spent more for mine. You know, I often like to point these things out because, like I said, we don't get to keep our samples or anything like that. We buy the watches just like the rest of you. I spent $299 for mine. I don't regret it for a minute. When a watch becomes one of your top 5, and it is, my rotary reversible, and I have the same blue and charcoal dial combination you do, when it's one of the top 5 watches I wear, and I don't, when I say my top 5 list that I have on my website, I don't mean, oh, my 5 favorites because of value, or my 5 favorites because of look, or what. No, I mean because, consciously or unconsciously, these are the 5 watches I wear more than any other watches I own. And the rotary reversible is in my top 5. My Swiss-made charcoal and blue dial watch set into the same little cradle that yours set, excuse me, just like that. You can't go wrong with that deal. Pick it up tonight, $66.66 first payment. I'll tell you what's going to happen here. We're going to give you, well, you know what? To recap this hour, it takes 10 seconds. I have this watch, I have the cufflinks, that's it. That's all I have left in this hour. Everything else is sold out. The watches, the rotary on my Navy strap, that is almost gone. I like the pewter strap because it's, yeah, here's our recap. This takes no time. Watch this. There's our American Eagle cufflinks for $499.95. First payment, $99.99. C49483. There's your recap, folks. That's it. I'm not kidding. That's all I got. That's it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for putting up with the extended presentation on the rotary there. It's all we had left. We had hundreds of those, and even that now we got about 100 left total. Coming up in our next hour, I have some gold pieces. I have isomers for you. We have a wall clock coming up, all kinds of exciting things. I'll tell you, these designer gold pieces that are so hot are going to be coming up in our next hour, so stand by for that. Here's the matching earring as well. So some beautiful gold pieces along the way that would work very nicely along with the R-top value. You will see in just a couple minutes' time. Isomers, a 4-piece overnight kit only for our overnight viewers. And that is, at last check, it was about half gone. It's probably by now over half sold out. That'll be coming up in our next hour as well, so watch for that. 4 personal recommendations there. We have an awesome R-top value. That's about 2 minutes away from now. You're going to be seeing the R-top value, those diamond earrings. Libby took care of about 1/4 of the quantity on those. You might as well start calling in right now. Fill up those phone lines because it's going to get really busy on the 14-karat gold by Get Cut Diamond Hoop earrings in yellow gold or white gold. That's coming right back in 2 minutes. Host Pick continues.
Celebrate Mom this year with Shop NBC's first ever Mother's Day event featuring fashion jewelry showcase. Celebrate the